Part 1. If you ever find an old cassette tape in a dead person's house, do not press play. Not even once. Because some voices don't stay in the past. Some voices wait for you to listen. And in the "but I understand enough now to be afraid." After the funeral, it fell on me to clean out her house. I'm an only child. My father left when I was young, and it was always just me and Mom. In that small, it wasn't locked. Inside, sitting on a bed of faded red velvet, was a single cassette tape. No label. No writing anywhere on it. Just a plain black cassette, the kind you'd find in a bargain bin, as she used to record herself reading books for me when I was a baby, so I could hear her voice even when she worked late nights at the hospital where she was a nurse for almost 30 years. I pressed P. Part 2. Part 3. Something is different the next evening. I wanted to hear her voice again. I made tea, sat on the floor in the same spot, and pressed play. Already smiling before the static, even I called my mother's old friend, Denise, a woman who had known her since college, back when they used to share an apartment above a laundromat and split the rent by counting quarters at the kitchen talking like a conversation, he said, leaning on his rake. Back and forth. Except there wasn't ever anybody else in that house with her. Not after her husband passed. Just her and the girl. I asked God help me, I had prayed exactly that more than once in the darkest weeks after the diagnosis, when I understood for the first time that she was actually going to die and there was nothing. Part 3. I would hear, very faintly at the edge of sleep, a sound like a cassette tape rewinding, the little whirring clicks of the reels turning backward, coming from somewhere inside the walls. I stayed until it was nothing but ash and warped lumps of melted plastic, until even a metal bucket had gone dark with soot, until I was as certain as a person could reasonably be that nothing solid. I think some part of me was ashamed. The way you're ashamed of a wound that keeps reopening, no matter how carefully you bandage it. But 4 days later, she called me, and her voice on the other end, oh, a daughter who vanished from every record that came after. I don't know exactly what happened to Margaret Voss, and some final, self-protective part of me doesn't want to know. But I understood City.